This Hatha yoga class for focus and productivity will draw your attention back from social media and marketing so that you can focus on your own intentions and aspirations. Hello, I'm Melissa from Yoga with Melissa. Thank you so much. If you are a returning student, we so appreciate your dedication to your practice and for coming back here. Today we are at Muir Creek in Souk, and this is a creek leading out into the ocean. If you hear barking in the background, those are the sea lions that we're hearing a lot of this morning. And if you're brand new here, welcome. Thanks so much for joining us. We love having you with us. I teach Hatha yoga, yin yoga, restorative yoga, yoga nidra, and I've been doing so since 2002 and on here on YouTube since 2009. So we really appreciate you joining us. Today we're going to do a Hatha yoga class. It's part of our Attention Economy series, so we'd love for you to check out the whole series. And it's going to be a lot of hip openers. We're going to do a little bit of eye yoga and some shoulder release and some pranayama today as well. You're going to need a block as well today, and we will start with some constructive rest. Okay, so go ahead and rest back. So just to lie with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. And we're just going to begin by taking that attention. You know, this attention economy tends to be very visual as well. It draws our visual attention outwards. We're just going to draw it back into ourselves by rubbing our hands together. And then placing your palms over your eyes and allowing them to go into darkness and letting your eyeballs sink back and down. And when you feel the energy from your hands dissipate, just do that again. Rub your hands again. And place them over your palms again. Let the energy, the heat, the darkness of your palms sink deep down into your eyes. And you guys can keep doing this palming, and I'm going to share with you a little bit of the context of the class that we're going to be getting into. So when you feel the energy run out of your hands, just rub them again. And place them over your eyes again. In the attention economy, we are competing for our own attention because many markets and social media platforms are skilled at capturing our attention, sometimes for upwards of 2 hours a day. Of course, we all want our own autonomy, mastery, and purpose in our own lives. The research is conclusive now that the more time we spend on social media, the more we experience anxiety, depression, social isolation, narcissism, and the more we lose our ability to self-regulate. In other words, we lose the ability to focus and be productive. The cost of spending more time on social media is a disconnection from our higher aspirations and intentions. This leads to emotional and mental fragility as we have more and more information to process with no filter, no way to filter it, and less time in the day to reflect on the information that we're taking in. So if you haven't already, let's just do another hand rub. Refresh that energy and place your palms back over your hands or eyes. The intent of technology or of media platforms is to consume your time and monetize your attention. Yet there is misalignment between our distraction on the time we spend on social media and our deeper purpose in life. Social media platforms undermine our aspirations, so we have to redirect our focus to match our attentions. Whatever we would like to achieve, the attention merchants generally do not have the same goals. So we must act individually and collectively to make our attention our own again. And when we connect with our own mission and vision, we can cultivate a more coherent, authentic, and whole experience of our being. So let's just give one more rub of our hands. And place your palms over your eyes again. Receive the darkness, receive the energy. Then you're going to take your hands down by the side of your body and take a deep breath into the center. Exhale, you're going to roll your head to one side. Inhale, center. And exhale, roll your head to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, roll your head to one side. Inhale, center. And exhale, roll your head to the other side. Exhale, roll to the side. Inhale, center. And exhale, roll to the other side. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can find a slightly more comfortable position on these rocks. Oh my gosh, so much better. Oh, I'm glad. Oh my gosh, I can actually move my neck here too. Okay. So worth it. Okay, now you're going to hold on to your elbows. Inhale, center. Exhale, you're going to roll your head and elbows to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, roll your head and elbows to the other side. And then leave your head in the center. Exhale, lower your elbows to one side. Inhale, center. And then head and elbows opposite sides. And then let's just take a break here in the center. Pause and feel your neck and shoulders. Okay, we're going to do some stabilization for our shoulders and for our core now. So all of these things take focus, right? They'll help you create your own focus in your own life. And so that, all those flashing lights and busy things that are trying to take your focus when you're outside, you'll be able to have your own focus for your inside so that you are able to focus on what you want to focus on in your life. So you're going to bring your legs up to 90-degree angles and let your hips sink heavy into the ground. You want the back of your ribs heavy into the ground and your shoulders heavy into the ground. You're going to make your hands into hitchhiking fists. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your left leg out, your right thumb back, and then inhale back. Exhale, reach, left thumb back, right leg out. Inhale back. Exhale, reach. Inhale back. Relax your neck. Exhale, reach. Inhale back. So you could do heels to the ground, or you could leave your legs out altogether. You could just have you could have your feet on the ground. Exhale, reach, and then you would be doing more shoulder stabilization, but if you keep your ribs down, you're still getting some core. So do what works best for you in your body. You could also just slide your legs out on the ground here. That would add some core. So lots of options here. This option with your legs up, probably not great if you have low back problems. So kind of a variation on dead bug pose. Good job. Draw your knees into your chest. If you have knee issues, hold on behind your knees. Relax your shoulders. Notice how all your attention has to be on what you're doing when you do an exercise like that. It's also a very good brain yoga exercise because it's contralateral movement. Okay, let's move here to a keyhole. Stretch for your hips. Cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh and draw your left thigh into your chest. Place your left foot on the ground. Keep your leg there. You can have the option of putting both feet on the ground if you wish. So you can do bridges like this, or you can keep just the left foot on the ground. You're going to inhale here. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press up. And last one. Okay, and then you're going to switch your legs that you have crossed. So this time you're going to cross your left ankle over the top of your right thigh, open your left knee out to the side, draw your right knee in. Okay, and then place your right foot down again. Hands down by the side of your body. You can have both feet on the ground if you wish. You choose what's right for you and your body today. Going to inhale at the bottom. And exhale, press up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press up. And then inhale, lower down. And draw your both knees into your chest. And you can either roll to your side or rock yourself up. And are you guys loving this location? We're going to be doing some stuff on your hands and your knees now. So I'm going to roll out this extra padding for me because, as you can imagine, these rocks are just not the most forgiving for your knees. And I think it's a good idea to take care of your knees. Okay, So if you have knee issues, oh my God, this lighting's incredible. I like it when I look my age and not 10 years older because of harsh lighting. I'm vain that way. Okay. 'Cause one time the most harsh comment I've received on YouTube was, "You look incredible for a woman in her 50s." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I probably would if I was a woman in my 50s." Yeah, right now. I'm 46 today. Okay. So we're going to do... Pardon? No, it's not my birthday or anything. I'm just saying. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to use our block to create some uneven surfaces in cat pose. You can always do cat pose sitting in a chair and skip this, and you can skip this block. This just creates some variation of load in cat pose, which is good. It's not always good to do things on even surfaces. And out of everybody, I probably have the most practice in this. But I'm going to vary my load even more by adding a block. So we'll start by putting the block underneath our left hand. We're going to exhale round, inhale arch, and just notice how that makes things different. I know about the mic. So you guys can really drop your head and lengthen through the back of your neck. I'm not going to do that just so the mic doesn't rub. And then move it over to your right hand. Feel how that's different. And just doing these different things to change your attention can change your focus too. And it's like brain candy for you as well. And then we'll change the load by placing the block underneath your right knee. And see how different that feels too. And then we'll place it underneath your left knee. Okay, good. You can put the block off to the side for now. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of crawling, so come to the back of your mat. You're going to do some cow's face crawling. So what you're going to do is you're going to cross your leg over in front, and then you're going to cross the other leg over in front, and cross, and cross, and cross so your right leg's at the front when you come forward. This is extra hard when you stubbed your toes really hard on the fireplace at the yurt this morning. Oh, my toes. They're actually black and blue too, Tim. Okay, so right leg's on top. And you're going to sit back at the space between your legs. You can sit if your hips are super tight, you can always place a block between your legs on your hips too. That'll make it a lot easier. Okay. Okay. All right. So then we're going to come into a twist here. And then we're going to twist to the other side. And then we're going to side bend. And side bend. And we're going to do a little alternate nostril breathing. So extend your first two fingers. Thumb goes on the right nostril, and your fourth finger will go on the left nostril. So place your first two fingers in the center of your forehead. Breathe in through your left nostril. Close your left nostril. Breathe out through your right nostril. Breathe in right. Close right. Breathe out left. Breathe in left. Close left. Breathe out right. Breathe in right. Close right. Breathe out left. Breathe in left. Close left. Breathe out right. Stay tall through your spine. Lift up through your collarbone. Breathe in right. Close right. Breathe out left. And continue on your own with your own breath rhythm. Relax your jaw. Okay, you're going to release, and you're going to stand up with your feet crossed. You're going to twist, 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 all the way around to the other side, and your left leg will be on top, your right leg will be on the bottom. Okay, so we're actually going to crawl backwards. So do those same cow face crawls back. And then when you've got your left leg on top, you're going to sit back. Okay. We're doing this for purely aesthetic purposes, just so you can have that in the background now. Okay. And then we're going to twist again. And twist to the other side. Stay tall through your spine. Come back to the center. You're going to side bend. And side bend to the other side. And we're going to do a few more rounds of alternate nostril breathing. Okay. So again, your right hand, your first two fingers extend, your right thumb goes on your right nostril. And I think you guys all know how to do alternate nostril breathing now. If not, you can go back and hear my instructions from before. But I always feel a little funny telling you how to do it again and again. Because it's like, of course, you know how to breathe in through your left, out through your right, in through your right, out through your left. So that's all you're doing. Okay, here we go. And the next time you breathe out through your left nostril, you can lower your hands down and just notice how you feel in terms of focus and attention. Okay, and then we're going to come into downward facing dog and make our way up towards standing. Okay, so from standing, we're all good to continue? Okay, from standing, we're going to do a sequence that I'd like to do on the mat, then I'd like to try it on the log once too. Yeah? Okay. All right. So, because I think it's going to be equally hard on these rocks as it is on the log. So, all right. So we're going to do eagle's arms. And for eagle's arms, two options. You can just bring your elbows together, or you can take your left elbow up and hook your right arm underneath, backs of palms together or palms together. And what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, lift your right foot over and step down. Inhale up. Exhale, step down and cross over. So we're not coming into full eagle. We're just doing some crossovers here. So some step overs and little squats. And then we're going to come back into a warrior 3. And step back into a warrior 1. Lift up into a reverse warrior. You're going to turn, so you're coming into a goddess victory squat. And in goddess victory squat, you're going to switch your arms. So you've got your right arm up, your left arm's going to either palms together, or you're going to hook your left arm underneath, or you're going to, with your backs of your hands together or your palms together. Then you're going to turn your right toes out. You're going to come back into that reverse warrior. And then into the warrior. And then you're going to step up into the warrior 3. And then you're going to come down, little squat with the eagle step over. Little squat and an eagle step over. Little squat, little eagle step over, little squat, and an eagle step over. Okay. Should we try that whole sequence on that log there? Okay, let's try it. Okay, so it's really good to practice your yoga on various surfaces, not always on a flat surface. This is really good to practice balance, obviously. And it's good for your brain too, to not always be on a flat surface. And for those of you who struggle with balance, I mean, even just being on an uneven surface, it's not necessarily, just walking on surfaces, like walking on grass sometimes, walking on rocks sometimes, just walking on different surfaces, not always flat, smooth surfaces, will really go a long way in helping your balance. So even trying to practice your yoga on different surfaces is really important. So that's why I want to show this. This isn't just like, oh, yay me. This is to encourage you to do things on different surfaces. No, not yay me. Because this is probably going to be a crash and burn situation. Luckily, this log is not very far off the ground, and it's pretty wide too. So take your left arm up, hook your either elbows together, palms together. Hook your right elbow underneath maybe, backs of hands or palms together. And we're going to do the little squats with the step overs. Squats with the step overs. Okay. And then we did the warrior 3. And we stepped back to warrior 1. And lifting up to the reverse warrior. And then we turned and turn our toes out for Goddess Victory Squat. Then we switched our arms. So right arm comes up, left arm hooks underneath, backs of hands or palms together, or just elbows together and still. And we turned, so now the right elbow's in front. And we did the reverse warrior first here on this side. To the warrior. To the warrior 3. With the can I complain about my toes being bruised here? It's harder to balance with these bruised toes right now. And then to the eagle step over. So we're just doing these little squats with a little step over. A little eagle squat with a little step over. Okay, we're going to release and we're going to come back to our mats for a pigeon pose. Okay, come onto all fours and let's bring your left leg forward first. For pigeon, you can also take figure 4 on your back with your left ankle crossed over your right leg like we did at the beginning if this puts too much pressure on your knees. And we're actually going to stay in the back bending version of it here. I wanted to get a back bend in this class. So you could do cobra instead actually too. And then we're going to bring your right leg forward and reach back. And then we're going to do a forward fold. So we're going to do half cow's face forward fold. So it can be useful to have a little bit of a lift for your hips to roll forward on. So right leg crossed over left. And then switch. Okay, and then we're going to rest back for Savasana. Okay, you guys stay resting back in Shavasana. I'm going to sit up and read you a poem. This is called Discipline by Ruth Gendler. They're more of, I guess they could be prose poems. Discipline does not disappear forever, but she does take vacations from time to time. By nature, she is a conservative person, and yet she lives a radical life. Guided by a sense of inner necessity, she works hard and takes many risks. When Discipline was a teenager, too poor to afford dance classes, she skipped lunch to pay for her lessons. Discipline has a strong sense of order. However, when things are too neat, she feels compelled to mess them up. She has a complex relationship to form. She appreciates the necessity and dangers of structure. She understands that at the same time, structure which supports you can also hold you back. The bones of the skeleton which support the body can become the bars of the cage which imprison the spirit. The bones of the skeleton which support the body can become the bars of the cage which imprison the spirit. After discipline has mastered a form, she feels free to improvise. After discipline has mastered a form, she is free to improvise. So before you release your body from Savasana, I just want to acknowledge you for taking the time to focus and draw your attention inward with yoga, taking that time out from the way that our attention gets scattered for so much of the rest of the day. So gradually wiggle your fingers and toes. Deepen your breath and stretch out. Bend to your side. Make your way up to seated. We'll gather the fruits of our practice first into ourselves and then offer them out into the world. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to the happiness and freedom for all. So give yourself a thumbs up for finishing the class. I would love it if you feel like this would resonate with one of your friends or two of your friends, to share it with them. And put in the comments, I am focused and connected to my own intentions. I am focused and connected to my own intentions. If you enjoyed this class, I have a 5-class series on strength for you. You just go to melissawest.com/strength and we will send that directly to your inbox over 5 days. And I want to thank you for your donations. Thanks to Sandrine, we were able to order the batteries that we needed to be out here in the field to film for extended periods of time. And thanks to your support, we are able to be out here filming. We rented a yurt for a couple of nights so that we could be out on location filming in beautiful Souk over the last 3 days and just filming all day, every day. And we've captured these gorgeous locations for you, like Muir Creek. And if you like these on location shootings, we are planning to head to California in January, staying with my friend Shannon. We'll be there for a week, and we're planning to film. She's got some great locations chosen for us. We're planning to film a bunch of more Yoga with Melissa for you. We're taking myself, Trinity, and Tim, so that's a few flights to cover. Yeah, and if you have ideas of where you think we should be filming in and around San Francisco, then let us know in the comments. And yeah, that's it. We're sending you much love from beautiful British Columbia. May your joy be as deep as our Pacific Ocean. May you be as grounded as the old growth trees in our forest, and may you be as strong as our mountains. Om Shanti, Namaste.